Can you hear me? Oh, yes. We're about 10 minutes away from the talent coming on the stage and speaking. I am going to do a little introduction, and then we'll bring on our MC. So I want to give everybody time in the back to get their wine and chili, or beer as it were. So good evening. My name is Carey Lyle. I'm the CEO of Vista Center for the Blind and Visually Impaired, and we are the beneficiary of the event this evening. This is our third year, and we're very excited. Just to make sure that we are all knowing about the building, we've got an exit to your left. There's an exit to your right. But I would use the one to your left, should you need to use it. I'm trying to read the door, it just doesn't look good. And then I hope everyone has found the bar and the food stations in the back. Thank you very much to the Kumwa staff for serving us tonight. We really appreciate that. And for our visually impaired guests tonight, I want to tell you how beautiful everyone looks. We've got Hawaiian shirts, I've got on sequins, we've got all kinds of different outfits. Everyone's smiling at me, which is really nice. And it's a very diverse crowd. I think it's so nice to have donors and staff and music enthusiasts, and I see some new faces too, which is wonderful. So we brought a lot of voices together tonight. Brian Stoffenbiel is our Master of Ceremony for his third year. Brian is So most of you know, Brian is a prominent figure in the world of opera and brings an incredible talent to our stage tonight. Patrice McGinnis, a former opera performer and incoming chair of the board, who needs no introduction, I can see. She had a special vision for this event, and I wanted to read it to you because it really speaks to me. Quote, "We raise our voices in celebration of the vital work that Vista Center staff and volunteers do to empower our client community." Patrice, close quote, "Patrice believes in the power of the human voice to deeply connect us to each other, and also that music is an inclusive experience where all can enjoy in their own way." And I think that's such a beautiful way to describe what we're doing tonight. So thanks, Patrice, for adding to my speech. That's really helpful. Also, that was supposed to be a joke. Also, Patrice, what I do want you to clap for is that, so hold please, is that Patrice gives her voice to me many times a week when I call her as an executive director and CEO and say, oh my gosh, how can we handle this challenge that we have today, or this challenge that's coming next week? And she helps me a lot. She volunteers her time. She's a mentor to many people. She has expertise in all types of skills for people who are using visual, would you call them visual aids and visual tools? And she really has an authentic love for Vista Center. So let's clap for Patrice. Yes. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, I love Patrice. She's my new boss. Thank you for that. My voice tonight is not to sing, but to express gratitude to those people who are currently supporting the event tonight. And John and Susan Glass are enjoying the streaming part of the show, and they were the ones that gave the substantial contribution for matching funds. So we very much appreciate that. They're both leaders on the board. John is the chair, and he'll be handing the baton to Patrice on July 1. Patrice McGinnis and Eric Rice have provided generous financial support in addition to all the other support she gives me. Mike and Star Keithley join Karen Hanna, who owns the Craft Gallery, as premier sponsors for the evening. So let's do a shout out or applause for them. And then a special shout out to Nicole Paymont and Brian Stoffenbiel, who are personal friends of Patrice, who give and give and give and bring people to us. They love us, and their impact to tonight's success is immeasurable. So thank you for that. I know a lot of people know Brian and Nicole. And then finally, I'd like to thank our board of directors. We have several board members here tonight, and I appreciate that. Thank you, Mo and Roberto. Volunteers who are here tonight, who are volunteering and who volunteer during the week and give so much of their time to our clients. We have sponsors, of course, which helped us, and we have other in-kind service providers that have stepped in to make the event so successful and so comfortable for all of us. So we're gonna get started in a minute. Let me just tell the new people about Vista Center. We are a 501(c) nonprofit, and we were founded in 1936 in Palo Alto. Our mission is to support people living with vision loss in their daily lives and their goals and dreams. Our focus is to teach new skills and strategies to overcome the impact of vision loss on daily living activities and emotional well-being. And then ... We've also started really teaching a lot of technology because, as you know, we're all carrying that in our pocket. And as you also know, it's a flat screen. So there's no tactile to help you through if you're visually impaired. So we're doing a lot of training with some of the tools that the high-tech companies are providing. We like to meet our clients where they are, and we want to increase their opportunity for success. We believe that everyone has individual and personal goals, and that they can meet those. That's our role, to help them meet those. And we believe that vision loss is not a barrier to independence. So you will see people here tonight who are clients, who have been clients, who are staff, who are board members. You know, it's a huge family of people supporting the Santa Cruz community, and I'm really proud of that. We serve 3,300 individuals, working adults, and seniors annually. And our programs are covered 100% by charitable giving, which this event would be one of those options and opportunities for you to support us financially if you want to do that. So please enjoy tonight, and thank you for your support of Vista Center. And now I'd like to bring Brian Stoffenbiel to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. How are we doing? Good. Good? Wonderful. This is a recital fundraiser. It's Vista's Voices for Vista fundraiser. You're going to hear some wonderful singing. And I want to just describe what's happening on stage. So I'm wearing a lovely blue jacket with a red tie. And when I'm talking to you, I'm in the middle of the stage. Behind me is a beautiful Steinway piano on full stick, which gives a nice ping out into the room. And when our singers are out, they're both left and right of where I am, right? They're next to each other. With that in mind, let me introduce our incredible, I'll be back later to bother you, to ask you for money. So don't mind me. So in the meantime, let me bring out our talent. All right. Our first person is, yes, Kevin Korth on piano. Let's have a hand for Kevin Korth. Nathan Granner, tenore. Jamie Chamberlain, super soprano. Here they go.
Every thought never know. Everywhere I go, you'll be there.
Tonight, tonight, it all began tonight. I saw you and the world went away. Tonight, tonight, there's only you tonight. What you do, what you say.
All day I had this feeling a miracle would happen. I know now I was right.
For here you are, and what was just a word is a star tonight. Tonight, the world is full of light, with suns and moons all over the place. Tonight, the world is wide and bright, going mad, shooting sparks into space. Today, the world was just an address, a place for me to live in, no better than alright. But here we are, and what was just a word is a star tonight. Good night. Sleep well, and when you dream of me. Tonight. Thank you. Well, and just in case, I think you guys might not know, that's my husband. So, that's why there's a little bit of extra sauciness and sassiness. So just in case, because at times we've performed and there's been a little scandal erupting through the audience. But we'd like to regale you with 2 songs from classic American musical theater now. And the first one is about a girl from My Fair England, otherwise known as My Fair Lady. Bed, I couldn't go to bed. My head's too light to try and set it down. Sleep, I couldn't sleep tonight, not for all the jewels in the crown. I could have danced all night, and still have begged for more. I could have spread my wings and done 1,000 things I'd never done before. I'll never know what made it so exciting, why all at once my heart took flight. I only know when he began to dance with me, I could have danced all night. I could have danced all night, and still have begged for more. I could have spread my wings and done 1,000 things I'd never done before.
is awesome. So I got signed to be in this really cool three tenors type group in the early 2000s called the American Tenors. I was singing this little tiny role named Beppe in the opera I Pagliacci, and I flew to Poland to start recording this amazing album, this just kind of quintessential experience for any singer, any actor, any musician. You know, you get signed to a big label and a group. We had 2 hours of music to learn in like 3 weeks. It was really crazy. So I walked we flew from Tampa, landed in Warsaw, Poland. And we took this cab ride to our hotel, and it was the most amazing hotel I'd ever seen. But I really had to work on my music, so I went walking. This is what I do. I go walking to kind of work on my lyrics and things. And it was just the most amazing experience, this particular journey of working on this particular piece. You know, Warsaw was ripped apart in World War II and put back together. And the facades are still there. They literally found the plans of the city and rebuilt it. And so I'm walking around trying to remember all the words to this song, and it starts snowing. But the snow wasn't just snow. These were the biggest snowflakes I'd ever seen. There was like as big as my thumb. And the lights, they're not the lights you see now. They were these golden hued lights. And so I was surrounded by these giant gold flakes walking around. And I came upon their tomb of the unknown soldier, and I just stopped and, I was like, oh, how am I going to memorize all of this music, and how am I going to do this? And I just took this moment in. Anyway, here is this beautiful piece that's been with me for such a long time, If I Loved You. Try to say all I'd want you to know, longing to tell you, but afraid and shy, I'd let my golden chances pass me by. Soon you'd leave me, off you would go in the mist of day, never, never to know I loved you. If I loved you. Longing to tell you, but afraid and shy, I'd let my golden chances pass me by. Soon you'd leave me, off you would go in the mist of day, never, never you so very much. We'll be back for another set, so stay tuned for more.
Wow. That's all I have to say to that. Wow. Next up is a wonderful speaker. We're going to hear from Alice Turner, who is Director of Community and Corporate Relations with Vista. Give a big hand for Alice. Let me sing for you a little bit. Since I love.
So right in front of the mic. Beautiful. Hello, everybody. Oh, Patrice, you told me I was going to be blown away by this music. I tell ya, we have to just applaud. They are amazing. They are absolutely amazing. So my name is Alice Turner, and I am the Director of Community and Corporate Relations for Vista Center. And I am so pleased to be back in Santa Cruz. What an amazing community and supportive community for the work that we do here and the clients that we serve. So I'll tell you just a little bit about myself. I actually came to this agency in the 90s when I had experienced some significant vision loss myself. I grew up with a congenital eye condition. So what that meant is that I had some low vision all through my life as a child. But most importantly, what happens when you grow up with low vision, if you don't have the support of an agency such as Vista, you end up growing up with fear, right? So the fear of losing your vision is so much more profound than actually having that occur and then having our amazing staff to work with folks. And so who do we work with? We work with youth, children from the age of 3 on up to high school. We have transition age youth. We have working adults, and we have seniors. And each one of those groups have their own unique needs when it comes to experiencing significant vision loss. So let me just briefly tell you a little bit about our youth. They are eclectic, diverse, amazing, and they get to live their life in a way that they choose to because of our teachers of the visually impaired. And so they work with our kids in the schools, and then they work with them outside of school to help them with their social skills, to be able to acclimate and be able to stand up proud and interact with their family and their friends. So I want to share with you one little story about a young girl, 10 years old, learned Braille, was not happy about learning Braille initially, but really started to gravitate to it, and then became so thrilled because she was an avid reader. So she went to her neighborhood book fair with her family, looked about, took a look, and thought, wait a minute, there's no large print, there's no Braille books here. So what did she do? She went home and she wrote an email to the organizers of the book fair and said, my name is blankety blank, and I want to share with you the fact that you're leaving people out at your book fair. You should consider including Braille, and some of my friends read large print. And so I know that you're interested in being inclusive, her word, inclusive, and if you need help in finding books, let me know. 10 years old, and not only has she mastered what it likes to be able to take control of her life, but she has learned the skill of self-advocacy. So I was mentioning to Corey on our ride down here, let's track this girl, we are gonna hire her. Because that is what we do with our kids. We help them to find their own power and to find their strength. Working age, that was me. I was struggling, making believe that I was not losing the amount of vision that I was, and I was referred to this agency. And within a very short period of time, I was able to learn how to travel, to to use my white cane, to use my computer, to be able to teach. I was working at See's Candies as the manager of training, to develop my training, to do all the things that I thought I couldn't do anymore. But most importantly, they gave me back joy, right? Because that is what we can miss if we're afraid of what happens when you lose vision. And seniors. So we have seniors just simply because of statistics. There is a significant number of people that will be in this room, or people that you will know, that will experience vision loss due to age-related eye conditions. And we help our seniors to be able to reclaim back their life, to use technology to be able to keep in touch with their family, to do shopping, to do anything that they believe that they thought they would have lost. And so with that power that they have, they can then end up living their full and productive life, no matter what. And so Corey talked about our mission. And that is really what it is that we're here about tonight, is to be able to know that with the support of our fantastic staff and with your help as donors and supporters and board members, that we can change one life at a time. We can give folks back the power that they thought they lost. So I applaud you for being here tonight, and I thank you for your generosity. So, yes.
Okay, that speaks for itself, right? Right there. Age 3 to high school. Elders, helping Vista reach its mission. Training, support, inspiration, right? That's what Vista's about. That's what Vista does. Let's bring out some more talent before I ask you for more money. Come on out, guys.
Wow. So when we were programming this evening, I wanted to take into consideration kind of this iconic venue. So I decided that I would do a Gershwin piece. This is The Man I Love. He's in the house tonight. When the mellow moon begins to beam, every night I dream a little dream. And of course, Prince Charming is the theme, the he for me. Although I realize as well as you, it is seldom that a dream comes true. To me it's clear that he'll appear. Someday he'll come along, the man I love, and he'll be big and strong, the man I love. And when he comes my way, I'll do my best to make him stay. He'll look at me and smile, I'll understand. Then in a little while, he'll take my hand. And though it seems absurd, I know we both won't say which I'm never wrong. Who would you? And so all else above, I'm waiting for the man I love. I wish you too.
I'm the man you love.
Oh, yes, that's right. Oh, and now get ready to cry.
Talking about love, there are so many types of love. There's the amor, love. There's the agape love, like your friends. And there's the carne love, the love of meat. Yeah. But there's also the love. There's this love for other people. This is Bring Him Home from Les Mis. God on high, hear my prayer. In my need, you have always been there. He is young, he's afraid. Let him rest, heaven blessed. Bring him home, bring him home, bring him home. He's like the sun I might have known if God had granted me a son, a summer's day, one by one, how soon they fly on and on, and I am old and will be gone. Bring him peace, bring him joy. Let him live, he's only a boy. You can take, you can give, let him be, let him live. If I die, let me die. Let him live. Bring him home. Bring him home. Bring him home. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you. So we're gonna, thank you so very much. We're gonna bring this section home.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna make a journey into opera land now.
Yeah.
But it's like easy to listen to opera, okay? It's nothing weird. It's no Berg, okay? Right? It's Puccini, okay? And who doesn't love Puccini? And this is the Act 1 finale of his masterpiece, La Bohème. What's just happened here in the opera, honey?
Well, you know, Rodolfo has been playing Suzuki and getting the... No, I'm just kidding. It's kind of all the props.
Mimi knocks on his door and says, "Oh, my candle is out. Do you have a fire so you can light my candle?"
What is this accent?
I don't know. She's a little Italian lady.
Right. Sorry. I don't mean to interrupt. You know,
And they basically met 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Right?
Well,
They
he's
both-
been looking at her.
Yeah, they
He's,
both
like,
told
totally
each
been
other
looking.
their life stories,
You know,
which is
he
very
smells
operatic.
her perfume, smelling it, just like experiencing the joy of her going upstairs to her.
She embroiders flowers
That's
for a
right.
living.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we've set the scene. We've both sung 5-minute arias that encapsulate our entire life stories, and we are in love. It has happened.
Yeah.
Because that's the way opera works.
That's right.
And this is the moment where they walk under a full moon together and they leave to go enjoy their Christmas Eve festivities. So it's Christmas Eve in Paris and it's cold.
Oh.
O suave fanciulla, o dolce viso di vite circonfusa il madurar. In terra avvisa, io sogno che vorrei sempre sognare. Restar qui, se freddo fuori.
Vi starò vicina.
E al ritorno
Curiosa.
dammi il braccio via piccina.
Obbedisco, signor.
Che m'ami
Io t'amo.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Korth.
Wow! A one-man orchestra.
They make me believe you can fall in love in 5 minutes. Did you see that? It's happened to a few of us. So I'm going to bring out Patrice McGinnis. Patrice is in the house. McGinnis is in the house. We're here. Most of us know who she is. I think the most important thing to keep in mind is that she will be the future president of Vista. So thank you, Patrice, for all that you give to us in so many ways.
So now you're right in front of the mic. That's right.
Okay, I found the mic. You've all been very kind this evening and generous, and I'm so grateful for all the support that you give by just being here and enjoying this beautiful singing with us. I was just saying to someone, it's so much easier to sing than to speak. But I've given that up. I'm a speech maker now. There's so much that inspires me to volunteer and to give to Vista Center for the Blind and Visually Impaired. And I'm going to choose a couple of things as Alice chose some, and I'm going to choose a few others. I also had a congenital disease, so I slowly lost my vision from the age of 0 to 60. And by that time, I had no more usable sight. And I had a devil of a time finding someone to help me to learn how to use what we call a screen reader for a computer because I couldn't see the screen. And the university tried to help. Oh yeah, I taught at the university at UCSC for 30 years. So they tried to help to get me some accommodation. We just couldn't find anyone who knew how to use one of these screen readers because I thought Vista was just for canes. So I was so wrong. And I walked in, and she's in the audience actually right now, Chris Perry, who's our office manager. I said, hi, I need a cane, and would you happen to know someone who could teach me how to use a screen reader? She said, oh, sure. And I thought, 5 years of searching, and I was born again. So here I am, and before I go on, I promise I won't ramble too long. I can ramble with the best of them. But I do want to say that it just tickles me so much that there are students here from UC Santa Cruz from the Voice program. And that's where Brian and Nicole and I hung out and did some teaching for several decades. And, well, me more than them. But I'm so pleased that you're here. I hope you come back because there will always be good singing here every year. The two things I want to cover tonight, I want to talk about our staff because our staff is so specially trained. If you think that just anybody can hand you a white cane and say, you know, just go like this, you'll be fine. It's very, very specialized. And it's personalized to each person's needs, whether they need a cane just for safe travel, if they are totally blind and really need it to actually travel and orient themselves from one place to another safely. That skill, someone went to school and got a master's degree to do that. And they don't grow on trees. And that's the thing I want to say about the support that you give. We have O&M instructors, that's what cane trainers are called. Forgive me, I know you do more than that. There are also people who come into your home and check to make it safe. Those are called adaptive daily living skills. And again, if you think that it's easy to teach a blind person to cook after they've lost their sight and feel like they will hurt themselves in so many ways in the kitchen, these people are heroes. And they do help us to cook again and feel not just that we're surviving, but we're thriving. We're like, you know, we can handle our scene, and that's so important. We have access technology teachers. Many of them are visually impaired or blind because who else would take the time to learn such a complex system? And it's such a gratifying experience to be able to work with someone who knows what you're going through. And actually, I have a friend, and we'll get into the community part. There's a friend here tonight named Bevy Henninger. She talked last year and really talked about volunteering at Vista. Bevy has this expression, no one knows what it's like to go blind except someone else who's done it. And one of the things she does with her great generosity and heart is she says, I reach back and I pull them forward and I help them to find their way, and they know that I'm there for them. Which brings me to community. Hello, you're back. I love a mic, I just like to hold them. Anyway, community-wise, we have many services, including our peer mentor services here in Santa Cruz are very, very popular. And I think many people in the room may attend those group sessions where you can let it all hang out and you can scream all you want about whatever you broke that morning, and people will say, uh-huh, and and they're there for you. That's community. But what's amazing about the community is people who come and go to our book clubs or take our iPhone classes on how to use VoiceOver and get the phone to actually work for us, since it's, glass and, I don't know, plastic. But we can get it to talk to us and we can make it work for us. And what happens through these communities, I'll call them social services, that certainly not the iPhone, but the game day, the book club, the Sing, 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 which just started in our neck of the woods, and it's gaining great popularity. All of these community occasions build a support system. And I know there are several people in this room that I could call and say, I've had a terrible day. I ran into the wall again, and you'd think I know where it was. I've lived there for 7 years, but I was going too fast, and when Patty goes fast, people die. That's my husband's favorite expression. So I'm just saying to you that the support that we give our clients through our community, through our staff, through our amazing volunteers is irreplaceable. But it all takes, especially with our teachers of the visually impaired, we need support, and it does need to be financial. And we love moral support, and we love you coming here and joining us. And we hope that you will be able to donate, but we also want you to know about us. And I don't mean to be maudlin, but what the heck, we're all getting so older than we used to, And so, things happen. God forbid, but some people lose their sight. Some people lose a limb. Some people lose their hearing. And we just want you to know that if you know of anyone, or if you feel like you might be losing significant sight, don't panic. It's like Alice said, you come and we will take you up, pull you up, and help you to become independent, and it's on your own terms. You aren't going to boot camp. We aren't going to slap you around until you do the cane right. We are going to help you where you are and what you're ready for. And if it's just learning the iPhone or Siri, fine. We'll get you later on. But at any rate, I want to say again, thank you, and I want to thank the Voices team, the Vista staff who is here, including our CEO, our senior programs director, Bethany, our branch managers, both Lisa Kwan and Tiffany Chin, who is our manager here in Santa Cruz. There are just so many people here who freely gave of their time and their talent and their inspiration to make this happen. So thank you again for coming, and now I'm going to sick my my tenor dog on you. We have 2 tenors in the building tonight. This tenor wants money. Thank you.
Josh is coming to get you. Patrice McGinnis can talk to me anytime, right? Woo! Let's get to Fund a Need. Fund a Need is to raise the money for this extraordinary organization. Any level that works for you would be great. We have a $65,000 goal tonight. A lot of money, but we've already raised a partial amount of that. We have 7 levels, and I'm going to tell you how it works. So you all have a little paddle. We're going to practice raising it. I'm not going to, even though our first, before we start our $10,000 level, let's raise our paddles here. Great, 109 to 10,000. I had to do that once. Okay, I won't do that again. All right, so that's how we're going to do it. We'll raise our paddle, and I will speak about a few things in between. I would say any questions, but this isn't a lecture hall, so let's get to this. Patrice McGinnis is sitting down now, so we are ready. First thing I've been given a lot of bullet points, but I'm going to point out one that's, I think, pretty powerful. With our help, when I say our help, I mean Vista, obviously, 98% of our clients report feeling less isolated and increased community connections. Okay? So you imagine losing your sight, right, and being alone when they have a place to go, right? So I'm going to start with that as just a thought. Let's, is there anyone in the hall who would raise a paddle at $10,000? 102. Wow. Anybody else? That's a big number. We understand, maybe not. All right, thank you. Thank you, 102. That is a beautiful thing. Any other thoughts on that? We are also streaming live, so feel free out in streaming land to just punch in that $10,000 number if you're free to do so. All right. We're going to go to $5,000. $5,000. Anybody raise a paddle at $5,000? 167. Thank you so much. Anybody else? Gonna work down a little bit. Whoa. Somebody just, well, I think somebody's raising. Hang on. Hold it. Hold your breath. Somebody's trying to find their paddle. And what is that number on that? 108. Thank you, 108. That's fantastic. So great. 94% of low vision clients received training and tools to regain reading ability, right? What Patrice was telling us from her testimonial, right? If you lose that sight and you don't have a way to get that help, right? Vista is there for you, right? All right. So I already know that we have a $2,000 level by Ashley Tuan. So we want 2,500. So thank you, Ashley. Anybody else willing to raise that? All right. Thank you, 154. That is so generous of you. Thank you so much. 154. Anybody else at that number? Remember, we're stretching deep into the pockets tonight. It feels so good, and I mean this sincerely, to give to something that really helps other people. You know, and thank you at whatever level you can give. So thank you so much. We're going to move on. Hold it. I'm going to say something else here. Hang on one second. Got another cool statistic. 98% of clients can safely and independently move in and around their work and home. So that's another aspect of Vista that really helps people orient themselves to their home, learn how to cook. If they knew how to cook before, or if they're younger and they're learning how to cook, really helps them so much. All right, so I'm now moving to a new level. I'm moving to $1,000. How about some paddles at $1,000? All right, so that is 103. Thank you. 166. Thank you so much. We've got 105. Anybody else? Wow, 165. Thank you so much. Anybody else? 117. Anybody else feeling that? That's amazing. Anybody else? That's incredible. Thank you. Thank you for that. I feel that in the room. That's wonderful. Training, support, and inspiration. That's what someone said to me when I was just getting a testimonial in the hall. I just said, what does Vista mean to you? And they said, training, support, and inspiration. That says it all right there. And if you heard Patrice speak, Alice speak, you get it, right? It's all these people bringing their energy and their love to help others. It's pretty powerful. So that was 1,000. Our next, let me spin this paper. Our next level is $500. How about some numbers at 500? Thank you. 113. That's really great. Any other numbers? Keep giving out there on the web. Keep giving us some love out there. 151. Thank you. That's awesome. Woo! That adds up. That adds up. Hey, 101. Grazie. All right. All right. Anybody else? Okay, super. Okay.
One more.
No, thank you. He's going to sing for you later. There's another set, so let's get that going here so we can get to the music, right? We're looking forward to it. Okay, one more level is $250. Anybody want to raise a paddle for that? Great, thank you so much. 109. Anybody else? Anybody else? Out there on the web, keep pouring it in. 250? All right, we're running out of people, running out of time. I'm going to go to the last one. Wait a minute. One, no, we got it. I think that was retracted, and that's absolutely fine because they already gave, and we thank them very much for that. We are going to go to $100. Anybody want to raise a paddle to $100? We got, okay, right. 111, 164, thank you so much. 107, 162, 102. Any others? You getting all those numbers? Anybody else? Okay, they are calculating. Oh, right, and that is 114. Thank you. Woo, woo, woo. Sing something high for us, Nathan. Really just sing something high note right now. Exactly. All right. That's worth $100. Anybody else? Okay. Oh, 102 again. Nice. We could start selling notes with these guys. All right. We got some people on the web. Emily Sinclair, 50. L.J. Freeman, John Rovkamp, 500. So thank you so much on the web. A lot of people in the room, we don't have your names, but that's the advantage to giving on the web. So are we gonna have some numbers, or should I do that after we have some singing there, friends, behind? Let's sing. I agree. I'll come back and tell you what the total is, and thank you truly from Vista for your generosity. It's fantastic.
Wow. I'm impressed, everybody. Thank you so much. And hi, and thank you to the people watching at home on the live stream. I don't know where you are, but you're here. All right. So we have brought you in gently to the land of Puccini. And now I have a very sweet story for you. Last month, I was fortunate enough to go to Italy for the first time, and I spent some time in Florence. And some of you may know, the city of Florence, there's a famous bridge called the Ponte Vecchio. And I had been singing about this bridge for my entire career as a soprano, because one of the most famous soprano arias of all time is called O mio babbino caro, and it mentions the Ponte Vecchio. So what I want to do is tell you the context of when that is mentioned in the song, and I want you to listen for it, because I actually think it's really cool when you can pick out words out of Italian operas. I think that makes us seem very fun and festive. So you're going to listen for the word Ponte Vecchio. And in this context, the character Lauretta is actually threatening to throw herself off the Ponte Vecchio if her dear daddy doesn't let her marry the man she loves. And I'd just like to say, my friends dared me when I was there, and we were walking over the bridge, and my friend said, Jamie, you should sing. And there was a street performer there. And so when he was like finishing his song, he had a mic and a guitar and everything. I just did a little scale. I went under a very acoustic spot, and I went, ah, 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 and people started turning around. And then I did a bigger, ah, And finally, the guy had no choice. He had to invite me over to his mic. So I'm reliving my moment on the Ponte Vecchio. I studied it, I'm visualizing it, and here is O mio babino caro from Gianni Schicchi. O mio babbino caro, mi piace bello, bello, v'andare in Porta Rossa a comperrar l'anello. Sì, sì, ci voglio andare, e se l'amos s'indarno, andrà sul Ponte Vecchio, ma per buttarmi in arno mi strappi tornando. Bavo pietà, Thank you.
This song needs no introduction, and so.
Nessun dorma, nessun dorma. Tu pure, o principessa, nella tua fredda stanza, guardi le stelle che tremano d'amore e di speranza. Il mio mistero è chiuso in me, il
amazing. Are you kidding me? What?
Hey, we have one more song for you all, and it's called The Prayer. Are you
That's
ready?
right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is sort of what we wish for everyone in this room and really everyone in the world.
That's right.
This is the sentiment of our hearts. And thank you for being here tonight.
That's right. Supporting this great, great crowd. Yeah.
I pray you'll be our eyes and watch us where we go and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be your prayer when we lose our way. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace, to a place where we'll be safe.
La luce che più dai,
I pray we'll find your
nel
light
cuore resterà.
and hold it in our
A
heart.
ricordarci
When
che
stars go out each night,
l'eterna stella sei.
oh,
È la mia preghiera.
let this be your prayer.
Quanta fede
When
c'è.
shadows fill our days,
Lead us to a place.
guide us with your grace. Give us faith so we'll be safe. Sogniamo un mondo senza più violenza, un mondo di giustizia e di speranza. Ognuno di loro vicino, simbolo di pace, di fraternità.
Porta che tu
We
dai.
ask that life be
Nel
kind
cuore desio che
and watch us from above.
ognuno trovi amore.
We hope each soul will
Fondo dentro
find
sé.
another soul to love. Let this be our prayer. Let this be our prayer.
Just like every child.
Just like every child need to find a place. Guide us with your grace to a place where we'll be safe. Often again, high acceso in noi.
such an honor. Such an honor. Thank you.
So good.
Everyone, thank you so much for being here tonight. I'm gonna raise that up a little bit. I've got some numbers. We did pretty darn well. We raised $30K tonight. At this moment, adding to the $30K that was raised before. So we are at $60K towards our $65,000 goal. So just people will be calling you and contacting you just to make that extra $5. If those of you who haven't donated out on the web there, you know, dig deep. But this was a really high number, and we got really close. So congratulations, and thank you for your generosity. Go Vista. They're the best.